told myself, you know what? My stories are worthy, and then I believe I should share it with the world.
Isatou Dumbuya, a Gambian immigrant living in the United States of America and a devoted mom of 3 wonderful children, takes us through her creative writing journey. A journey that began during her teenage years living in the vibrant heart of the Gambia, a country where strong cultural beliefs and traditional expectations often influence the dreams of young girls. Isatou's story is different. She is living every bit of her dream of growing into a formidable creative writer.
I made sure that this book was really cooked.
Syrupy Sweet Dreams. The book is a rich, evocative collection of short stories that tell the shared reality of the Gambian society, particularly Gambian immigrants and their unique experiences in ways never done before. It delves into the stories of pain, sorrow, inner child wounds, secrets kept in the shadows, love lost and rekindled, forbidden desires, and so much more. This masterpiece collection of short stories culminates from many years of hard work, patience, and the intentional sacrifice of some short-term desires, just so she could achieve her goals of bringing this beautifully written piece to readers everywhere. Many nights, while her family slept, she found solace in the quiet company of the guardian angels of the night. During those silent hours, she poured her heart into every chapter, every word, and every letter to ensure that the stories resonate so deeply with the readers, particularly with those who share an African heritage. The book, which is already available on Amazon, will leave you with some unforgettable memories and a profound sense of satisfaction, a testament to the power of dreams, perseverance, and the enduring spirit of storytelling. Welcome back to another episode of the Better Gambia series. Today is a very exciting day for us here in the studio. We are conducting an interview for the first time today, and with us today we have Isatou Dumbuya, a Gambian national that just published a book. Isatou, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Tumkara, for having me.
You and I have known each other for quite a long time, and you're just definitely one of those that I can just pick up a phone and call to pick your brain on a lot of different things. But for today, I invited you especially to discuss your newly published book. But before we move into that, I just want you to tell the listeners who Isatou Dumbuya is and your career trajectory, especially your academic background.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Isatou Dumbuya. I'm a recent graduate of Washington State University here in Vancouver, here in the United States. I am a mom to 3 wonderful children who drive me crazy all the time. I'm a wife to Abdullah Sadio Jallo. Yeah, we have our little family, and then we always support each other's dreams. I also majored in digital technology and culture, and my minor is communications. I have always had a passion for writing and drawing. Yeah, so when I was in first grade, I thought I was going to be an artist because I used to draw for every kid in the classroom, and they would just give me a paper to just draw like a wonderful house for them, like inside, you know, with like couches, chairs, and the stairs. Actually, I thought I was going to be an interior designer, but I didn't know that God has a different calling for me. So writing is very special to me. My first job was a creative writer. So yeah, I am very passionate about writing.
Awesome. Good. Oh, that was wonderful. So I haven't finished reading your books, but I've read quite a lot of chapters.
I think it's 10 chapters, right? And I found every single word, every single sentence, every single paragraph super interesting and very eye-catching. Can you tell us a little bit about this book, how it came about, and what the inspiration is?
Well, I am honored that you did find my book quite captivating. So my book is a stunning collection of 10 different stories layered around like immigrant stories, and then it brings the readers into this beautiful journey of romance, drama, forbidden desire, and all the struggles that we all go through. Because as immigrants, we each have our own unique stories. And then I might try to just craftily put it in this book.
Awesome. So I wish there was enough time, then we would definitely have gone through every single chapter of this book, because like you said, it's already 10 chapters and each of the chapters telling a different story altogether. But which of the chapters do you find more interesting and why?
So most of these stories, I have written them years ago and I kept them hidden because I was busy with my studies. And then, life is always busy, like with work, family, and other things that we had to concentrate on. And I just graduated last year. So I was really concentrating on that. But then I would tell you, I have a few of my favorite ones, which are the freshly squeezed beginnings. So that's why I put it like, it's the first story. Because I believe that it, I just deeply connected with the story because it talked about freshly squeezed beginnings. Like every time an immigrant leaves home and then they come to the United States, it's like a freshly squeezed beginnings, just like the title states, And then the character in the book is also a writer, is an author. So I did take some of my experiences of how the person left the Gambia and then came here and then found like a whole new life, a whole new beginning. So yeah, the story really holds some truth to it.
Interesting. So, when I read through the book, I was asking myself, I'm like, okay, here she is a writer, but I was kind of curious what, inspired you to take up this journey out of all the many careers that you could have taken?
You did ask that question. I would say I owe my dad. I owe all these stories to my dad because he was the one who gave me my first book. As a child, my dad will always encourage me. And then for me at that time, it was books, because books were like the windows to the outside world. It was like a window, you open a window and then you're seeing a whole new world out there. To me, so that was how it is. And then I can leaf through these stories, open the book, and then it will be like I am in there. So for me, it wasn't like I chose writing. Writing chose me. I would say this is a calling for me because it gives me a sense of purpose, a sense of direction. A career is what you're paid to do, but then a calling is what God created you to do. And then with writing, I feel like I connect deeply with people.
Interesting. So how does your dad feel about the book?
Yeah, actually, my dad has been asking me many years ago. Go sa muntu malebela buko sa pela. So that's his only concern. Muntu malebela buko sa pela. I think my dad and my husband have always recognized this talent in me. To me, it wasn't a talent. To me, it was just something, a hobby that you have to do. At first I wasn't writing this book just to publish it out there. I was just writing it as a hobby. Every night after everybody goes to bed, after I clean the house, I'll just open my laptop and just doing what I love doing, But then at the end of the day, I told myself, you know what? My stories are worthy. And then I believe I should share it with the world.
Wow, that's very interesting. Yeah, I know he must be very, very happy that you finally published the book that he's always been asking about.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you said you had a bachelor's degree in
digital technology and culture.
Yeah. How does that contribute to this book?
Yeah, I would say that my degree has really helped me a lot in writing this book because it has helped me with all the promotional materials. I don't have to hire anybody. So
you did everything yourself?
Yeah. I did everything myself, all the promotional, the designs, all the research, all those things. It's all thanks to my degree. And then because I also have a minor in communication, communication. I know how to communicate with people, and then I know like social media marketing. I know how to do all of that, and then to connect with people on a deeper level online and offline. So thanks to my degrees.
Okay. Going through the book, I saw the language was so advanced. Like I said, every single word was super fascinating, and I kept asking, did she actually write this book? Because it's just so good. So, how did the Gambian education system contribute to this? Like, which school did you go, and can you tell us a little bit about your
My education. Yeah, that's really true. I will tell you one story about me. I used to write a long time ago, and then in junior school and in high school, all my English teachers were always impressed with me. And then I will tell you this, like I would write essays. You know, you remember like the writing of essays and all that stuff, like in junior school and in high school. And then the teacher would take my essay at the end of like the exams or whatever, right? And then they will go around the classes. Just showing the other students and the other teachers, like in the faculty, like about how impressed they were with my work. And because I was a quiet student, it was a little, it was like a little unbelievable to some of my peers and then the teachers. But then the teachers know, hey, this was written right in class, right in front of me. And then and then that was how I got like the respect of my classmates, because they knew, hey, she's quiet, but then she got a lot upstairs.
So the talent has always been there.
Yeah.
And it's just something that you nurtured after.
Yeah, exactly. And then right after high school, my first job was to be a creative writer. I knew, you know what, I have to do something. And then writing was something that I had to do.
And where was that?
So I just walked right into the Point newspaper.
Oh, Point newspaper.
Yeah, and then I asked for a job. I told them, hey, I know this is a newspaper, and I know one thing that I'm good at, which is writing and editing. And that was how I got into the newspaper. I took care of 2 columns, which was the CCC at the time. And then I also created the Bring It On column, which is mainly centered on creative writing. And then like it was a weekly thing. So then I was taking care of that, and also I was helping them around with editing at the Point newspaper. So I would say this is about like 15 years ago. So then I will tell you that I come with a lot of experience.
Yes, I agree. A lot of experience. But despite how experienced you are, I'm thinking that there might be some challenges that you've come across from, this journey. So do you recall any of those challenges?
Yes. I mean, like it's always about time, and then always like self-doubt, because my book is a little spicy, like it does contain a little bit of adult content. I was wondering if if it will be welcome in our society. So that was one thing that I struggled with. And then, hey, I told myself, you know what? I'm a creative writer. I write from the heart. And then I just have to do what I have to do. This is my calling. And I don't have to shoot myself down, So that's what I told myself. And then I do look up to other authors like Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I really love this woman. And she has been an inspiration to me. And then like all the other Nigerian writers. And I told myself, you know what, so these are the stories that I have in me, and then these other authors are publishing them. So why not take the bull by the horn and then put my stories out there, because they're also worthy, and then this is how I can connect with people. And then I want my Gambian people to see themselves in literature and know that they belong, and that we can do more. So that's why I put this book out there. It's going to serve as an inspiration to other young girls, like how the other authors have also served as an inspiration to me.
But I just wanted to buttress a little bit on that point where you said like it contains some adult content. So how is the Gambian population reacting to that, especially your parents maybe?
I'll tell you that my mom doesn't know what's in my book, and then my dad is yet to receive his book. Maybe tomorrow. I have already sent the books that I want some friends and family members who have. I have already sent those.
So, but then, like, how do you expect them to react? What is your expectation? Gambia being that kind of society where everything is taboo.
I know, like I feel like I don't have to take myself away from that, like it's just natural, it's just life. I mean, if you have to write about kissing, So, I mean, I don't have to shy away from that. And then the people that have served as like the inspiration to me did not shy away from writing those things. So, in their books.
When was this book published again?
So I published this book on June 2025, just last month. June 14, 2025, and I did self-publishing.
I see. So it's been over a month since you published it.
Yeah, over a month.
About a month since you published it. How has the support been so far, especially from the Gambian community?
I know the reception has been amazing. Like, it's unbelievable. You know, like everybody has been calling me, sending me text messages, helping me with all the social media marketing, you know, just giving me compliments and sending their photos of the book, saying, hey sis, I have ordered the book. And this has been so helpful, especially in my social media marketing campaigns about the book, talking about how they really love the book. Because one thing for me, I made sure that this book was really cooked. So yeah, I am really glad that everybody loves it. You know, like for me, like the intention was if it gets one person, you know, all the struggles is just worth it.
When you say like the support has been great, is this just Gambian community, or who is your audience? Are you trying to reach out to non-Gambians as well?
Yeah, you know what? This book is really for everybody. You know, Americans, Gambians, you know, non-Gambians. I mean, so everybody's welcome to read this book. But then, like I mentioned before, I love Gambia and you love Gambia, and we want to see our Gambian people in literature and tell them that they belong, and then that they can do more, and then we have our own space in literature. So that's why the main characters are Gambians coming out of Gambia, coming to live in the United States, and they have all these beautiful stories that they want to talk about. But then all in all, everybody's welcome to read my book, but you have to be 18.
Since you're trying to target everybody, like other than Amazon, and then, you know, reaching out to Gambian communities, so what other plans do you have to reach a wider audience, especially those that are in Gambia, and like your dad being an example, and then some of your other friends that are in Gambia and also want to purchase this book? Do you have plans for them then?
Yeah, so right now the plans are underway. I am having a discussion with like all of these grassroots level, I mean, like organizations, the communities and the libraries, you know, like at the end of the day, I want my book to be in every household here in the United States and also in the Gambia. Plans are also on the way. I want to go visit Gambia and then and have that connection with like my high school, I mean like my former high school, and then all the other high schools in the Gambia, and also have a liaison with the Ministry of Education. And also I am also in talks with like the library around our area, because I want my book to be showcased in libraries, and then for the word to be spread out there. So yeah.
Right. So are you also thinking about audiobook? Because, you know, like we just talked about the attention span of people and how people are not so much interested in reading material. Have you been thinking about, you know, audiobook? Or?
Yeah, I have been, and it's very interesting that you brought this topic, because actually I did have somebody who did ask me about an audiobook. Yeah, and I told her that plans are on the way, and I'm also having this plan to also create an ebook for the book, because I know a lot of people also like reading on their screens.
How far do you plan to go with your writing career? Is this like a one-off event, or is it like something that you just intend to go on?
No. Plans are on the way to write another book. I am actually putting the ideas for my next book, and I am a creative writer. I believe that writing is my calling, and I've been doing this for years, you know. If it was a one-off thing, I would have stopped writing a long time ago after I came to the United States, but I did not. It's like there's always something, a greater being always calling me, hey, Isatou, you gotta do something, and then I gotta do something.
So then when should we expect the next book then?
Well, give me some time. I am so busy with my social media marketing right now on this book, but then I promise you guys will hear something very soon.
You know, writing is so challenging, and sometimes, like, you know, it kept me wondering, you know, you're married, you have kids, you know, you also, you know, work Monday to Friday. And I think talking to you in a previous conversation, you did mention that, you know, it took you a lot of time to write this book, and then some days you would stay up at night. And so how has everything been, affected your family and relationship?
I will tell you one thing. It's a good thing that I'm a night owl. It's like I love staying up late at night and then doing my work.
And your husband is okay with that too?
After he goes to sleep, I just make sure he's asleep. Everybody's asleep in the house, and then I just walk downstairs with my laptop, my
nice.
companion. And then because I took my sweet time with this, I made sure that I worked on this book. So that's why like every night I worked on it all the time, and it took me a long time to really book this, like to really finish processing this book. So
you did mention that you got a lot of support from the Gambian community, but here I just wanted to ask about the support that you've also been getting from your household. Like, can you tell us a little bit about how that support looks like?
Yeah, the support looks like me telling all my ideas to my husband, my fears, my concern, and how this journey would look like for all of us in the family. But thank God, like everybody in my household is very supportive, including my husband, and he's here with us today, even here today in the studio. So this says a lot. We are very supportive of each other's dreams. So and then it has made my journey a lot easier. So thank you, babe.
What message do you have then for other Gambian young writers who are struggling to get to the stage that you're at right now?
I would tell them to believe in themselves first, to keep writing and writing. Like you just don't have to achieve perfection right now. Just make sure you're writing and writing, and then just let another person just look at your work, like a fresh set of eyes. It's always very important. And then always make your research, because there's always be tools to help you. Like, you can go on Fiverr and then find like a freelancer who can help you format your book. And then you can go into self-publishing, which I did, which is Amazon. So make sure you do your research, and then like your story is always worth it. And then we always have our space in literature, Gambian literature. This is very important. You have to believe in yourself.
Thank you so much, Isatou, for stopping by today. Like I said, we are very excited to have you here today. You're the first guest of the Better Gambia series. So we're so happy to have you here. But it's been a very, very interesting discussion. I've actually learned a lot myself. But do you have any final words for Gambians and friends of the Gambia?
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me here. I would love to thank my dad, who has always instilled this culture of education, like the culture of reading in me since I was a little girl. I would always owe that to my dad. And I also thank my husband and my family who have been very supportive of me. And they always notice my talents. I never do. My kids even tell me, Mom, you should open a restaurant, because I cook all the time. So yeah, so thank you to all of those people. And then thank you to my gentle readers for always believing in me. I have gained massive support from like the readers here in Vancouver, Washington, and in Seattle, Washington. I want to thank everybody. And then for those who have missed the opportunity of coming to my book signing event, I will always tell you that the book is available on Amazon once you type the title and my name. And then I promise you an unforgettable journey, which is very deeply sweet. So don't miss out on all of this sweet frenzy, because everybody is talking about the book. So rush now, go on Amazon, grab your copy.